What's up, everybody? It's your boy Chef from Off the Dome, back in with another video. As you see the very boring and quiet scenery of the night in Norfolk, I'm here to talk about wrestling because, I'm bored. So, you have Braun Stroman, a guy who's been on the main roster for about almost 4 years. 2016, I think he came on the main roster. He debuted. Let me rephrase that. Okay, I think he showed up in WWE in late 2014. I think he was still in NXT until they brought him up with the Wyatt family in mid-2016. He showed up at the Royal Rumble, eliminated Brock, I think, in 2016. And a whole controversy started about him and Brock not liking each other. He didn't sell for Brock, etc. Multiple championship matches. Got beaten by Brock Lesnar multiple times. Even in a triple threat situation where they could have had him pin Kane, he didn't win that. So that should let everyone know that they didn't want to be champion, because we thought the only reason why Kane would be in the match is for Braun to pin him. But instead, I think Kane's ate the pin for Brock. So that said a lot about what they want to do with Braun. And when I first saw the dude, I was like, man, here's the opportunity for a dude that, he's a giant, of course, but you don't have many of those that have much steam behind him. At the time when he debuted, he had a big show, but he was already a part-timer. He had a Great Khali. I think he just got released. And Great Khali was the biggest jobber in the world. Yeah, Mark Henry, he was on off, retired. The Hall of Pain stuff was over with. Mason Ryan was gone. Batista was on and off. For anybody that claims Roman Reigns is a big man, he's a decent-sized dude, but he's not a big man. We're talking about 300-pounders, guys. Vladimir Kozlov was gone. Brodus Clay was gone. He's a big, chubby dude, but at least he's big. A-Train was gone. All that stuff was over. So, big men in WWE, Braun Strowman was the only one that mattered. He was a top prospect. He was that dude. For them to take a guy in Braun Strowman, who, even though he had one-line catchphrases, was very over, one of the most over guys you had at the time, get these hands. If we could let Seth Rollins run around here saying, burn it down, and Seth freaking Rollins, why can't get these hands get a title shot and actually win? Because here's the thing, he's been chasing the belt for about 4 years, guys. He's won a tag team championship, sure. He's had a few with Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler, which was embarrassing to have him lose back and forth, him and the Sami Zayn thing. They find ways to embarrass this man all the time. Now they're saying he's going to get in the program with The Fiend. And I understand Bray Wyatt being recreated. I'm glad for this push he's about to get. But I think Braun Strowman, not everyone needs the belt. And I know the WWE title has been devalued because the Universal title's on Raw. But Braun Strowman at this point, I would hope that they take him to SmackDown and he can somehow win the WWE Championship. If he can't get the Universal one, give him the second best one you got. Because, guys, at this point, it's getting sad, man. You just had Braun Strowman lose to Seth Rollins, a guy that's nearly, I think, is a whole foot shorter than him almost. You had him lose to Seth Rollins. You had him lose to Brock Lesnar, which is understandable. You had him lose to Roman, then beat Roman, then lose Roman, then beat Roman. The only off thing with that. Where does Braun Strowman go for here? Quite frankly, he goes the Dolph Ziggler and Kofi Kingston route. One day he may become champion, but for the foreseeable future, he will be that upper tier dude. He will become Baron Corbin. That's what he already is, Baron Corbin, but he will become that. They will feature him. He'll be a large attraction like Baron Corbin, but he will never get the big one. Baron Corbin, obviously, I think he's going to get the title. They pushed him pretty heavily this year, more than Braun Strowman. I think Baron Corbin is getting that title. Braun Strowman, I don't believe he's getting the title. I think when he does get the title, it may be in 2021. He might have to wait 2 years to that, which isn't bad. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to be hard to forget about a almost 7-foot monster like Braun Strowman and what he could do in that ring. But it's just disappointing to have him continue to be stepped on every chance they give him. So let me know what you think. Where does Braun Strowman go for here? I don't think he can really go anywhere else at this point. I think he's stuck in that upper mid-card. He's liable to lose to all the top stars, and he's liable to win a couple matches here and there. He's liable to beat and wreck and destroy people. But essentially, he's a taller version of Bray Wyatt. He has become the guy who is interesting in like in-ring psychology and whatnot. Not as good as Bray Wyatt, but on a lesser scale. His promos, he sounds intimidating. And he talks a good game. He wins his matches. But when it comes to that pay-per-view, man, he's taking the L. Unless in a tag team situation. So next time Braun Stroman probably gets a big win will probably be Survivor Series because he's going to be on the team, of course, and he probably lead Raw to victory. That'll probably be the next highlight of the year for him, and that's about it for that. But let me know what you think about Braun Stroman. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know if you think this is a gross carriage of misjustice, or does Braun Stroman not deserve the big one? Peace out. It's your boy Chef from Off the Dome.